Alright, so today I'm going to show you my humble craft room. From the darkness into the light. Okay, it's the first craft room I've ever had in my life. Alright, and as you can see, it is humbly decorated. Okay, so this is my humble craft room. And I'm going to give you an overall view of the room first of all. And then we'll go over some individual things and why things are placed as they are. And what I do with my stuff. Okay. Alright, I guess we can start here. These are my very large homespun candy canes. And you're going to be amazed at what it costs me to do all of this stuff. One thing, I only do one show a year now. I used to do a couple of shows a year, maybe 3. But now I've limited it down to one Christmas show a year. Why? Because that's what I enjoy doing. And when do I start my Christmas show? Well, I start my Christmas show, preparing for it. I start the day after I completed the Christmas show for the previous year. This gives me all year long to just do my crafts as I please, instead of trying to cram everything that I need to do for the craft show 2 months before the show. It's not enjoyable that way. Okay, there's no relaxation factor. So throughout the year, if I feel like doing crafting a whole day, I might spend 8 hours in my craft room. If I feel like crafting for 1 hour a week, I only have to work 1 hour a week. It's just a matter of when I feel like coming in here, what I want to do once I'm in here, what I listen to, what I watch while I'm in here, while I'm doing my crafts, okay? So let's start off with saying, first of all, you are not going to see any, oh my goodness, I have seen some videos of craft rooms where everything is white and pristine, and all the IKEA shelves and basket units and special labels and Martha Stewart type setups, and I love Martha Stewart. But I don't have Martha Stewart's money, okay? Nor do I have the money that some of these other craft rooms have shown that they do. I don't do scrapbooking, so I don't need to have a $500 Cricut machine and $20, $30 stampers and all of this stuff, okay? I don't know how these people ever make back their money unless they just have their large craft rooms all done up, you know, to look like a museum, just so that they can, you know, do things for their own pleasure and not do a craft show. I particularly care to do craft shows and do them on my budget, and I can do them on my budget, and I'm going to show you how you can do it on yours. And let's start here. Okay, let's give you a little overall view on my homespun candy canes, and here are my raw materials, okay? So, these are about 30 inches high. These are the ones you would stick in your lawn all along the pathway or something at Christmas time, or line your driveway with them. You gotta forgive me, I have some allergies and I have to cough now and then. And they're pretty big, you know. Holding one in my hand, you know, pretty good size, okay. Where'd I get these? And how much did I pay for them? I got them on eBay. I paid $1 a piece. Why? Because some have scuff marks, some have little cracks in them, some might have a hole where they were drilled. But you know what? I didn't care. Why? Because I'm going to cover them with fabric. So I don't care what the canes look like. I just needed the shape of the cane in a hard material. Okay? I didn't need brand new ones. I didn't need ones with lights in them. None of that stuff. Because this project here, even with all of its little scuff marks and little holes and what have you, I bought 37 of them at $37 on eBay, including shipping of maybe another $10, I think it was, for shipping. So let's say I spent $47 on all of these candy canes. And you know, you can't touch it. So each one costs a little over $1, okay, to own. I tried finding them online for full retail. It didn't work, okay. I couldn't find them in the bulk amount I wanted, and I couldn't find them anywhere else. And here they are completed, and this is actually how they're going to be displayed the day of the craft show. This is a quilt rack. Looks expensive, doesn't it? Well, this quilt rack I just got yesterday, I think it was the day before yesterday, at an auction. And it was $27, which is actually a lot more money than I care to spend. However, it's very sturdy. And my mother actually bought it for me for Mother's Day, because it was the last auction before Mother's Day. So she bought this and one other piece that's in my living room. And later on, you know what? I might go through my whole house, because this is how I am with my whole house. We're frugal, and we go to auctions, and we go to yard sales, and we get things like that. Does my house look like a yard sale house? Does my house look like I have trash in it? No. Everything in my house looks extremely nice. And I'm a minimalist, so everything in my house has a place, okay? There's a place for everything and a thing for every place. Alright, so here's one of my finished homespun candy canes. It's hard for me to even display it because they're so big. But I'm actually going to be making a video on how I do my homespun candy canes. And there's a little greenery. I got a whole bag of this greenery for $1 at a thrift store. The only thing that cost me a little bit was these bells. I wanted 37 bells. I wanted one bell. And one of these I actually found in my yard. So I only needed 36 bells. And it just so happened someone on eBay was selling 36 of the 1-inch rusty bells. I tried to find out how to rust them myself. But in my particular area, they do not sell the type of tin bells I need to be able to rust them. Otherwise, I would have just bought them and rusted them myself. What material did I use for these? Well, I happened to find a sale at Joann Fabrics on homespun fabric one day, so I went all out and bought homespun fabric. Really didn't want to, but you know what? In the end, I'm still going to make money on these because I'm only charging $7 a piece for my large candy canes. Okay? And I'm probably going to make about $5 on each one, to be honest with you, between the fabric and the greenery and the bell and everything else. I mean, I just estimate. I don't, you know, if you watch my painting eggs video, part 1 of 1, and part 2 of 1, I explain how I price things. Okay? Do I like it? Yes. Is it something I would buy for a particular price and still make money on it? Yes. Okay? So, I like the candy canes. What would I pay for one of those? I'd pay $7 for one of them. Am I still making money on it? Yes, I am. Okay. Off to the next thing. Another thing I do is I make book safes. Okay. This is a book stand that I found at a thrift store. I think I got it for 75 cents. Half of these books I got free at a bookstore that had a bin in the back of books that they didn't want any longer and that you could just take if you wanted them. The other half I found, they happened to match the first half of Reader's Digest condensed books, and I was able to practically get the whole set, and I think I only got charged 35 cents a book there. Alright, and what I do is, you open up this book, and you're going to find, not this book is a book in working, next one in. You open up this book, and you're going to find a big hole in it, so that you can put your, you know, whatever, jewelry, money, keys, whatever you want. You stick it on a bookshelf in your home, and nobody knows if there's anything in it, and that's what a book safe is. So, all of these books, including the stand that it's on, which they will be displayed at my craft show on this stand, I'll probably sell them for, I don't know, maybe $5 a piece. I don't know. I'm not sure yet about that. Maybe $3 a piece. I'll still be making money on them. This rack, I kind of use it to dip my eggs in the lacquer, if you watch the other videos on my eggs. And here's the screw I was telling you about, the screw that I put in the bottom of the egg, and then I let it hang so it can distend, you know, hang in a hanging position while drying when I dip them. Okay? That is a big toll painted tray that I have back there, and I haven't found a use for it yet. I might just use it for display at the craft show. Cardboard boxes that I cut up to catch the drippings for when I do the lacquer dipping. I have some things on my walls. This is all yard sale stuff, maybe $1, maybe 50 cents. Things to do with cats, because I love cats. There's my keychain rack. I have 2 of those. We're going to cut this video off and start a part 2 now on the other half of the room.